So sometimes when we are programming, we will have to make decisions to execute a block of code based on some conditions. To make this happen in JavaScript, we can use decision statements like if, else, and switch, or an expression like ternary operator. We will go ahead and learn about each one of them one by one. Let's start with if else. To understand it, let's look at an example. An if statement needs an expression. If the expression evaluates to true, the block containing alert function will be executed and we'll see 10 is greater in the output. To understand it better, let's look at another example. In this example, if the age is 10, the expression age less than 11 is true. So the code between the curly brackets will be executed. Before seeing the output, let's comment it out. And we'll see you are a child. What if we change the value of age from 10 to 18? Now the expression that is age less than 11 is false. What will happen now? And we'll not see anything. Taking this further, what if we want to alert a different message whenever the expression is false? In situation like this, we need to add an else statement. Let's update the example with an else statement. Now, if we test the output, we'll see you are an adult. When the value of age is 18, the expression age less than 11 is false. So the else block will get executed and we'll see the output. So if statement needs an expression. When the expression is true, the if block gets executed. If the expression is false, the else block will get executed. Let's move on. Sometimes we have multiple conditions such as these. So we have 4 conditions now. Let's see how can we implement this. So the first condition is when age is less than 11, alert you are a child. For additional conditions, we can add another if statement just after else. It will need an expression that is age less than 20. If this will be true, we will alert you are a teen. Similarly, we can add as many additional conditions we need. So we can have multiple else if statement for multiple conditions. We will end with an else statement so that if all the expression is false, the else block will be executed. So let's see what will be the output. Here, if the age is 18, this is false and this is true. So this block should get executed. And we can see you are a teen. How about changing the value of age from 18 to maybe 60? And we can see the output, you are a wise person. Because all these 3 expressions are false, so the final output will come from the else block. So this is how you implement multiple conditions using if else. Let's move on to the next statement, that is switch. To understand switch, we'll look at an example. A switch statement needs an expression and tests the equality with different cases. When the match is found, the associated block will be executed until the nearest break statement. If the case is not matched, the default block will be executed. Let's see the output. In output we see 2 because the value of num is 2 right now. It will be matched with case 1, that is false, matched with case 2, and it is true. The matched block will be executed until the nearest break statement. So the output is 2 in alert. What if we remove the break statement and see the output? We'll see 2 followed by 3 and match not found. And the reason for that is because the case 2 was matched and there is no break statement, so it will keep executing until the last line of switch, that is default. So break does exactly what it means. It breaks the execution. We can also go ahead and group multiple cases. What we want is whenever the expression is either 1 or 2, we want the same output, that is 2 or 1. Right now there is no break statement, so we will see multiple outputs. So let's just go and add them. And also let's go ahead and change the value of num from 2 to 1. And now we can see the output 2 or 1. We'll see the same output for multiple cases, that is 1 and 2. So whenever we want the same output for multiple cases, this is how we should combine. So to understand the switch case even better, let's go ahead and convert the code that we wrote for if else into switch. So the value I'm looking for here is age less than 11, age less than 20. All these values returns either true or false because there is comparison operator. The one I am looking for is true. So switch needs an expression true and it will have multiple cases. And for each block, I'll just copy paste this code. And here we want our execution to break, so we'll use break statement. Now if we execute the code, the age is 60, so we should see the output, you are a wise person. And we'll see exact same output. How about changing the age to something like 16? And we should see the output, you are a teen. You can implement multiple conditions using else if and switch, because switch is much more readable. Use switch instead of using else if. So let's move on to the last one, that is ternary operator. It is called ternary operator because it takes three operands: condition, expression 1 and expression 2. When the condition is true, expression 1 gets returned, otherwise expression 2. So ternary operator is a shorter version of if else. So how about converting this if else into ternary operator? To do that, we need a condition. So the condition is age less than 11, followed by a ternary operator, and the expression 1 that I want is this, and followed by a colon and expression 2. So let's look at the value of age. So I'll move this. So the value of age is 16. Let's comment it out and see the output. Age less than 16, that is false, so this line should be executed. And we see the same output. How about changing the age to 10? And refresh and we'll see you are a child. It behaves exactly how if else behaves. But the main difference between if else and ternary operator is if is a statement and ternary operator is an expression. What do I mean with that? When you define a variable, the rule of JavaScript is on the right hand side of equal to can only be an expression. It cannot have a statement. So because if else is a statement, if I do something like this, it will throw an error. Let's comment this code and see. The error is uncaught syntax error, unexpected token if. It doesn't understand when a statement comes on the right hand side of equal to. But what if we do let isAdult is equal to a ternary operator? Age greater than 18, true or false. So in this way we are adding a ternary operator on the right hand side. Because ternary operator is an expression, it is a valid piece of code. I'll go ahead and alert the value of isAdult. And in output we can see false. How about changing the value and refresh? How about changing the value to 20? And now if we refresh this page, we'll see true. Because this condition is true, then true gets returned. Otherwise false will get returned. So this is how ternary operator works. So in this way we learned about three things: if else and switch statement and ternary operator, that is an expression.